It's comforting when you read something that is so like understood, like you really understand how this feels. I don't know if I'm broken. Do I not believe in romance anymore? I don't know. Like Meow, 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 yay! A big ol' update with a book haul. You're welcome. Hey guys, it's Peyton and it is the start of another reading vlog. I am literally insane right now because I should have filmed yesterday. I just read a 400-page book in one day. Lost my mind. It was so good that I didn't have time to pick up the camera. It was too much. It was too much. But it has inspired the direction of where I will be going in this vlog, what I'm reading, because I wasn't sure what my mood was. Let me paint the picture for you. I had just finished my first monster romance, a gargoyle porn book called Getting It On with the Gargoyles. I've never done this to myself before. And you know, I had a fun time, but it was terrible. It was terrible, but also, why am I considering to keep going with the series? 2 stars, but also, maybe I'll read the others. So then I didn't really know what my mood was after that, and I was on my Kindle, like, checking some things, seeing what I was feeling like, and I saw that on Kindle Unlimited, there's Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I knew I had a copy of it physically, but I was in bed at this time. Like, it was midnight, 1 a.m. or something, and I was like, you know, I'll just crack it open and I can read it physically if I want to. I read till 5 a.m. Like, I literally could not put this book down. This is one of my new favorite romances, and I know that this is a book that a lot of people know about, and it's not like a surprise probably to a lot of you that it's good. I didn't know, you know, a lot of books that get recommended these days, I'm just not sure like if I'm actually going to like it or not. And this, you know, I never knew what it was actually about. I wish I had, because it would have got me to read it a lot sooner. But I literally got this for free from Book of the Month because they said, like, you're a Book of the Month bestie. Here's the free, like, 2023 favorite book of the year. So I was like, oh, how kind of you. And I knew that there was her other one that just came out, which I've been seeing a lot of good things about, so I'm kind of excited about that. I've been reading a couple good books here and there in my life, and, you know, sometimes they just completely eliminate any of my other things I was going to do with my day, and that's what this did with me. I loved the characters. It is a romance between 2 doctors who work in the ER, they're attendings, and Jolie, why are you crying? My cat's crying, sorry. But the quick description, 2 doctors, one of them has been going through a bad divorce, the woman. That sucks. And then the guy, he's just recently transferred to work at her hospital, so he's new, and he has really bad social anxiety. A lot of anxiety in general, and I'm a bitch that also has social anxiety. So it was very, very well done. We got both of their perspectives, so within his perspective, it was just, his thought process was so vivid for anybody that's ever experienced like this level of anxiety. It's comforting when you read something that is so like understood, like you really understand how this feels. And while I think some of his stuff was a little bit more severe than what I've experienced recently in my life, but I have had it to this level like this man has had. You feel very seen, but also the characters themselves, like, they're super interesting. Their dynamic is great. Pretty much because of his social anxiety, he kind of gets on the wrong foot with her and she doesn't like him. And he ends up writing her a letter one day and giving it to her, because a lot of times writing feelings down is a lot easier than saying them out loud for people with anxiety. I definitely know that. So he sent her the letter, gave it to her at work, and she was like, oh my god, this is the sweetest man I've ever like freaking seen in my life. It explained everything and it was just so sweet, and she starts writing him letters back and it's great. It's great. It's so adorable. I am obsessed, but also there's a fake dating element in this book as well. This book literally had everything. I was glued to it. I love these 2 characters individually and together, and I am obsessed. But when I read this, I found out that this is the second one in a companion series. So her latest book is actually connected. It's a character that we know from within this one. And then her first one is the main character's best friend. So I need to go back and read that one as well. But Just for the Summer is about this guy, Justin, who every girl he dates ends up finding the love of her life after him, like right directly after him. And I'm pretty sure the girl, she has the same situation, and I think they find each other online, and a lot of people are making jokes about it, and they're like, you know what, we could cancel it out. If we date each other, then we'll immediately find the one that we're supposed to be right after. Interesting premise, but I also have heard it just deals with a lot of familial issues. And you know, this really reminded me of my love for Miss Emily Henry, just really diving deep into the characters individually and like just making me die for these characters. So I'm really excited to see what this one has in store. And yeah, that's me pretty much telling you I think I'm going to be reading this one next. I'm having a struggle because I still haven't read Funny Story by Emily Henry, the newest Emily Henry book, and I've pretty much loved all of her adult romances so far, so pretty sure I'm gonna love this one as well. And you know, I didn't think I was in a romance mood because I've only really read fantasy and thrillers so far this year, and I just haven't touched romance this year, though I've had phases where all I did read was romance. So I might be coming back around, and it's time. I'm going to eat some dinner. I just made a sandwich and have fries, bacon in the oven right now, so I'm ready to eat that, and then we'll see which book captures my attention first. I think I might read this one just because I have the other characters that might reappear in this one fresh in my head, but I really want to read this one as well, so I'll probably read both of these in this vlog. Let's be real, I'm just obsessed. I love when I read a book and just completely fall into the story and I don't care about my life anymore. And like, I had a really weird weekend of just traumatic mental breakdown crying, so this was really nice to come to these people who are having mental breakdowns, but also like there's a love story at the end of it. So the tension, the chemistry, like I'm telling you, if you haven't picked this up because you just didn't trust the reviews for whatever reason, like I just hadn't thought of it, pick it up because it really was top tier. It was slow burn. If you like slow burn, that's what you're getting with this, because I mean, why am I almost done with the book and they haven't kissed yet? But I love that. I love that because I mean, once I get it, I'm like, okay, well, we're done here. Like the tension, the building tension aspect of a romance is what really is what I care about. Like I just love it. And why is it suddenly so dark? The sun just went down. I'm gonna go eat my dinner. I'm hungry. Hey guys, it's been like 2 days I think, and I am this far into Just for the Summer. This is the book I chose, clearly. I'm on page 151. I am enjoying it so far. It's taking longer than I read Yours Truly. Obviously, I love Yours Truly, as we established in the last couple clips. I have seen characters that I knew from the book Yours Truly. Clearly, I'm obsessed with that book. Go read it, buy it, pick it up, give it a hug, give it some love, caress it. I don't know. But I'm also really enjoying this one. This one's not as quick of a falling in love process as Yours Truly was. I feel like that one really captured my attention because, I don't know, the characters were just really weird. And Jacob himself really caught my eye because his internal dialogue was just so similar to what I've experienced throughout my life. So it's hard for me to not fall in love with a book that I feel like really seen in. Justin, I mean, he's a lot of fun. He's a software engineer, so different from the doctors, but we do have a traveling nurse in Emma, and she's really interesting. Being a traveling nurse really matches her energy because she did grow up with a really complicated relationship with her mother, and she ended up having to do foster care, and her best friend Maddie was her foster sister, and they're both traveling nurses and they travel the world together. If you hear a cat eating food, I'm so sorry. But they've been traveling the world together and they never stay anywhere long, and it clearly seems to be attached to her feelings with nothing ever really being a home because she just wants her mother. But Justin also has a complicated relationship with his mother, so those were the familial issues that I referenced. I'm not going to get into his mother because I feel like that one's more of a spoiler, and I myself don't really fully know what's going on with his mother. But the main point that really like defines him is his mother is going to be going away, and he's going to have to take pretty much sole ownership of his 3 sisters. And his 3 sisters are a lot younger than him. He doesn't have a father anymore. His father passed away, so it's just him, and I think he's like 28, so he is still young and, you know, probably not ready to randomly have 3 kids, but he is going to do it because that's his family, and he really does have a connection with his 3 sisters. And it kind of also hits close to home because my boyfriend has been in a similar situation. He has 3 sisters, and he had a parent die, and he had to really step up and be kind of a father figure to his siblings. So seeing that on my end of the side of it, seeing it from my perspective as someone who has known a person who has had to step up the way that Justin has, I mean, obviously I'm going to feel connected to Justin. So Justin, there's literally nothing wrong with that man. He is so sweet and adorable, and he really makes these dates that they're planning, because that's the point, is they're dating to try to break the curse of them both always having dates with people and then they go and fall in love with someone and marry someone immediately after them. They want to break the curse since they both have that problem. If they both date each other, give it a month, they'll find their soulmate afterwards, right? But wonder if they are soulmates. So that's the problem. So Justin was creating this whole scheme because they do not live near each other. He's like trying to convince her to come to Minnesota and be a traveling nurse there for a little bit of time and give them a chance, a month-long set of dates that they're gonna plan and do everything that they usually do with a person before, you know, they break up and then fall in love with someone else. They have a whole scheme. So they have a couple dates and then a kiss, and then they're gonna break up. And obviously life just doesn't work out that way. Like, 2 attractive people with, you know, things in common, they're going to fall in love. I mean, we just started really getting into the dates, the part where I'm at. So tonight, I just finished working, and I think we're making fish tacos tonight. It is my son, Joel. He's a cat, but he's still my son. It is his first birthday today, so you might see a little bit of his little birthday party that we're gonna throw him tonight. We're planning a whole birthday party for my 2 cats conjoined, because they're a month apart. So I have no actual kids. You know, I'm about to turn 23. I don't want actual kids right now. But I have 2 cats that I must smother with love, you know. I will be reading more of this tonight. I read her books pretty quickly. Like, I sit down and I read like a good chunk. So I feel like 2 more sittings with this. It really just comes down, do I manage my time well and actually read it? I'm enjoying it, but I definitely think yours truly was like unput downable. I haven't felt that way with this one yet, but I'm definitely like really invested in these characters and want to learn more about them because I still like don't know some stuff about them, and I'm very curious and I want to see them open up to each other. I guess this is kind of fake dating as well, because they are dating, but like not really. Like, they're dating with the purpose of breaking up, so I feel like that's fake dating. And I really want to read Funny Story as well. We'll probably get to that soon. Hopefully I can keep reading quickly because I'm still 9 books behind on my Goodreads goal. If you watched my last vlog, which you should if you missed it, I was behind 9 books on my Goodreads goal. I read 3 books, but I'm not reading them fast enough, so I'm still behind 9 books on my freaking reading goal. I've read like 20 of 75, and you know, moving and doing all that crazy stuff really put me behind. I was doing pretty well before all of that happened. If I can just catch up, you know, I read a couple books really quickly, so I need to teeter the balance so it can stop being 9 books and get ahead. I'm going to get ahead. Just you wait.
You are the most pretty little angel in the whole wide world. I just love you so much, you beautiful baby girl.
Here is the birthday boy. He does not want to be in my arms. He doesn't. He just tried to eat cupcakes that I just made. So that's why he's in trouble. But I made him a birthday cake and he's gonna get it soon.
Are you ready?
Meow meow.
Meow meow. Oh,
Meow meow.
wow, he's going. The birthday boy is going.
That's awkward. Okay. Okay.
Oh, he don't like it.
Maybe they don't like fire. Okay, we had it for a moment. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Jolie.
Joseph.
Meow 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 meow. Yay! He likes it. Now he going for it.
He was
Getting that cake. Oh, now he just took a chunk. Candace Kitty, do you just want a cake too? Are you crying? Oh! You just want a cake too? Oh, are you gonna get some? You get it. Yeah, you get some.
That's so sweet.
This is adorable. Hey everyone, it is Memorial Day. I'm exhausted. That's why I'm literally sitting in my bed right now. Because I can't. I didn't even know if I could film a clip. I don't know why I'm so tired. I've been sleeping in, thank goodness. But I am just so sleepy today, even though like I slept in today. So I don't really know what my problem is. So all I'm really doing today is reading. I wanted to update you that I finally finished Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I've been reading this throughout the weekend, but I had to go to a funeral. So I had to go back to my hometown. Family friend died and it was really sad. So pretty much my whole hometown went to this funeral and we saw a whole bunch of people that we know. And it was obviously very depressing and not the best time because of that, but it was good to see people, you know. But you shouldn't always just be seeing people only because of funerals. Like, I feel like not a great reason to be seeing people. So I'm finally back home, but I'm kind of worn out. I did have Memorial Day off of my job, so kind of happy about it. Unfortunately, my boyfriend is working, so feel bad for him. But I am like wanting to read a shit ton. But let me give you my review of this real quick. So far, I've given it a 4 stars. It could rise. I did really enjoy it, but still, yours truly reigns supreme. Like, I just loved that one so much, and I think it's probably because I just connected so much to the social anxiety representation. Just loved Jacob, but I just really loved how the romance was drawn out. And this one also was drawn out in a different way. I did really enjoy both characters individually and together, but for whatever reason, I just don't think it's a full 5-star, like, new favorite book of all time the way that I feel about Yours Truly. Like, Yours Truly has a very special place in my heart, but I really enjoyed how this one connected a little bit to Yours Truly. And I'm very excited to pick up Part of Your World, the first one in this whole companion series. I don't know if there's going to be more to this series, but I think she has solidified herself as a new romance author that I'm really excited about. And I had such a great time with these characters. They're going through really upsetting things. They're dealing with their traumas and trying to figure out how they can healthfully, is that a word, be in a relationship together despite all of the things that are really gnawing at them mentally. So I think it was really well done. I enjoyed it. I just don't think it was fully that 5 stars for whatever reason. I can't fully pinpoint it. I just wasn't like as giggly and obsessed and like flying through it the way Yours Truly had me completely wrapped around its little finger. Like I couldn't do anything but read that book. And this one took me a little bit longer. Did have a busy situation happen to me, so that's most of the reason why, but it's just a feeling that you can't entirely describe. Like, you either just have it or don't sometimes with certain books. So I did start Funny Story by Emily Henry, and I'm a good way through it. I've been reading it throughout the day. I started it late last night. I'm on page 162. I would love it if I finished it today. Like, that'd be really cool. Will I do it? I feel like such a sleepy girl. Like, why do I feel like I'm gonna fall in this bed and die? all of a sudden. I just got in here, I've been reading on the couch, and then I was just like, bro, I just want to be in my bed. So this was a dangerous decision, and it might ruin all progress that I could have. But for whatever reason, I'm literally just so sleepy right now. I just don't get it. So it's like 6 o'clock right now. I have the whole night ahead of me. Will I get distracted? Maybe. So far, this one, I don't know if I've described it to you yet, so I'll just let you know. The main character, literally never remember anybody's names. Oh my god. Daphne, her fiance ended up breaking up with her. This is in the description, so we're all good here. Ended up breaking up with her for his longtime best friend, Petra. The girl that he always said, don't worry about me. She's just my best friend. We only see each other as friends. It's fine. He's with her, and Petra also was dating somebody when they just decided to start dating each other. Miles was Petra's boyfriend, and because of what happened and how Peter and Daphne were literally engaged and going to get married, like they were living together, they had a house together. Daphne was in a situation where she didn't have a place to live. They gave her a week to figure it out, and then they were gonna move into her house. She ended up coming up with an agreement with Miles because he just got dumped as well, and Petra was paying half of the apartment. So they decided to have Daphne move in. She pays half of it, and you know, they're both going through the same thing, so it's a really poopy situation. They're both not happy. Miles is a very happy-go-lucky person. Like, he's so happy and likes everyone. So he's still in a stage of not complete hatred for Petra. Like, he is just bummed. Like, he's in the depression stage, and then we have Daphne in the anger stage. Like, she's really pissed off, and I would be too. I was about to get married to this guy. I moved like states across the world just to be with this guy, and then he did this to me? Absolutely not. So we're in the stage of fake dating. I'm realizing all 3 romances that have been read throughout this video have the fake dating trope. I do enjoy the fake dating trope. Look at us go. Like, I didn't mean for this to happen, but somehow it happened. So both Daphne and Miles kind of want to get back at Peter and Petra. Why are their names so similar? Like, I guess they belong together, but they want to get back at them, and they start fake dating online, just posting pictures of them hanging out. And they start actually hanging out. So it's kind of a cute situation, bonding through shared trauma. But I won't lie, I'm not feeling the same about this one as I have felt about other Emily Henry books, which is weird because like the main character is like a children's librarian. Like, she has a life that I normally would love to read about, but for whatever reason, I'm just not feeling the absolute like obsessed feeling that I have felt in the past with her books, where I'm just like reading like crazy. I've been kind of like making myself read. This might just be a personal problem. Like, so sleepy today, I'm dying. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I don't know. So I'm gonna just keep reading and hope that like I fall in love. It will obviously get a 4 stars at least, but like I want this to be a 5 stars. I think I've given all of her books 5 stars other than People We Meet on Vacation. So I really want this to be the one. Like, I want to be obsessed with you. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know if I'm just like in a stage of life where nothing can ever compare to yours truly as of now. Like, that book is the one right now. I don't know. I might have ruined myself, but I do have a book haul, and I hope this is not too long and that y'all are clicking off. I'm so sorry, but I have been purchasing a lot of books because I buy books when I'm actually reading books, and I've been reading books, so I'm happy and I'm buying books, you know, whatever. But I went ahead and bought the other companion trilogy of Abby Jimenez because 2 of them were on sale on Amazon for $6. So I did that, and then last night the other one was at Target, and I ended up with it as well. It's The Friend Zone. That's the first one. The Happy Ever After Playlist, and Life's Too Short. Don't ask me what they're about. You know, once I find an author that I like, I don't really need to know what it's about. Like, I will just pick you up and give you a go. And then I got some other books. This one, I mean, we've all seen this one, I feel. The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I've been avoiding this book. I worked at Barnes & Noble for a whole year, and like this was like a top seller. Like, people were obsessed with this. I have no idea if this is good. It's probably not. I don't know why I feel like it's not going to be good, and I still bought it. But I'm in the mood for romances right now. I'm such a mood reader, and I feel like I could read this, and even if it was bad, like, I'd still be reading it. But I know it's about a billionaire, and honestly, I want to dream about dating a billionaire. Like, I feel like everybody wants to like be a billionaire. Like, why would you not want to have money? So, you know, I just want to live and dream that like I have access to all that money. So that's what this book was for. And And then I got The Dead Guy Next Door by Lucy Score. Lucy Score also was an author that was purchased a lot at my store. Literally never read her, never gave her a chance, but I was kind of taken by this one because it's like a romance, but like I think the character kind of has like a ghosty connection. I don't know, might be psychic or something. And there's a private investigator guy that she's fallen in love with. Why are the words so small? That's my problem with it. But this is a series, and like I'm kind of liking something that like has a series. So this one also is a series. So I'm kind of wanting to get invested in things like that. So that's why I bought those. And then I got The Last Love Song by Kaylee Holford. All I really know about this is a YA sapphic romance, and there's a musician. My good friend Brittany from Brittany and Books is really good friends with this author, and I've been wanting to read her book, and it came out recently, so I've been wanting to support it and read it because she says it is amazing. So, and I know that there's literally like an actual album that was created by the publishers to go with this book because there's songs in here, and I think that's amazing. So, and I just literally love this cover. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Now I'm gonna just keep reading and try not to fall asleep because can you even feel my vibes? I feel so sleepy. So that was a big ol' update with a book haul. You're welcome. Hey everyone, let me take these glasses off because the glare is too much. I am a little bit more rested. It is midnight now, but I have finished Funny Story. I did give myself a moment to like lay down and like rest a little bit before I dove back into Funny Story because I was just feeling so tired. I was like, am I getting sick? Like, why am I literally about to die of exhaustion when I slept in all day? What's going on? I'm like, I literally just went through a funeral and all of these weird things have happened to me recently. So I'm like, yes, you're tired and you socialized a lot when you're not used to that. So yeah, like today was a good recovery day. Like I finished a book last night that I had been reading all week, and then I just read an entire book today. So I'm pretty happy with myself. I do have to go back to work tomorrow, so I should probably sleep soon, but knowing me, I won't. I live off exhaustion. Like, I just can't go to bed at a good time. Will I edit some of this video when I finish this? Maybe. Like, I'm just awful to myself. I really should try to go to sleep, but I like to start a new book right after I finish something just so I have a little bit of context and excitement about the next days of reading, because sometimes if I finish something and I don't pick up anything quickly, I'll just watch a lot of YouTube and do something stupid that wastes a lot of time. Though I do love YouTube, so it's not a waste of time, but it can be if you're doing that for 8 hours straight. Like, what are you doing? Like, do something else. So I ended up giving Funny Story a 4 stars. The only other Emily Henry adult romance that I've given a 4 stars is People We Meet on Vacation, and my friend Brittany pointed out to me that both of those were friends to lovers romances, and she's like, maybe you just don't love friends to lovers that much. I'm like, I do. Like, I love the concept of friends to lovers. I think any good relationship usually starts from a friendship. Like, I think that's a beautiful way oh, not my phone. I think that's a beautiful way for it to blossom, so I'm definitely down for that trope. I really don't know what it is about this book because I do relate to both of the characters, Miles and Daphne, on different aspects of things that they've gone through, and that's usually the key to get me fully invested in the characters. And the thing is, I do like these characters individually. Maybe I'm not fully buying the romance. I don't know. And I feel like I felt that with People We Meet on Vacation as well. Something was just a little bit off for me, but I still really enjoyed it. Like, I think this book is a lot better than many romances that are out there. Like, I think it's top tier quality shit, but it just wasn't like an all-time favorite romance the way that Beach Read, Happy Place, and Book Lovers are. I want to reread Beach Read and Book Lovers because those have a little bit more space in between when I read them. As of now, those are my top 3. I'd say People We Meet on Vacation is in my bottom, and this one's above it. Would love to reread everything back to back to like really know that, but I know I probably couldn't do it all back to back. I'm such a mood reader. Like, last vlog was thrillers, suddenly I'm romancing it up. So, and you know, I'm like, am I done with romance right now? I'm not sure. We will see what I pick up next. I did really like it, but I just didn't love it. Like, it wasn't the obsession feeling, and I don't know, once again, if Yours Truly broke me, because that's how I felt about some of her other books. Like Happy Place, I do have a vlog of me reading that actually in the midst of my YouTube departure, but I did make one for that. So if you want to watch that, I really dove deep into like how much that one really connected with me, and it was surprising how similar it was to a lot of the things I was going through in my life at that time. So that one meant a lot to me. I loved the friendship in this book. Daphne and Ashley were really great to read about. I do think she does a good job with friendships as well as romances. She's always going to be great in my eyes. I just wasn't fully obsessed with this one the way I wanted to be, but it's really no fault of her own. Like, my friend Brittany absolutely obsessed with this book. I know other people are too, so I feel like this is a me problem. Like, something's not right with me. Maybe I'm not feeling something. Maybe I'll reread it one day and have a newfound love. That does happen sometimes. Yeah, I do support it. I think it's a very interesting concept, falling in love when y'all already live together, because like once you'll start having the really like chaotic chemistry and the tension, you can't escape each other. It's very interesting, that dynamic, because a lot of the romances you read, like, they don't live together already. Like, that's not really a thing. I read 3 fake dating romances. Maybe I'm tired of the fake dating. Like, maybe I want something organic that doesn't have something like that. I think this will probably end this vlog because it's probably long enough at this point, and these were the 3 books I was talking about. Yours truly, I read that off the vlog, but whatever. I had a whole rant for you. I was ready to serve that to you. And I hope you enjoyed my cat's birthday. That was fun. My other cat is having a birthday in a month, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, let me know if you read any of these books, if you have any thoughts, because I don't know why I'm just so obsessed with Yours Truly. Like, it just hit all of the notes for me. Like, I'm squealing, screaming, crying, throwing up at any slight look or touch between the characters. But the final 2 that I read in this vlog, I'm not giggling and throwing up, you know? Like, I'm enjoying it, I'm probably smiling, but I'm not flipping my actual fuckery shit. So if you know what I'm saying, please let me know, because I don't know if I'm broken. Do I not believe in romance anymore? I don't know. Like, I just, like, Yours Truly, like, broke my soul. There's just nothing better at this moment. There's definitely other romance books that I love as much as that one, but that one's just very fresh in my mind. So go read it if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you have a good night. It's a night for me. I should probably go to bed, and I'll catch you in the next one.